Hi everyone, this is Sugar Ray Sorius. Today I am going to perform the excerpt of the speech Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death by Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry is the man who dares to speak so many beliefs that freedom was worth everything, and everything was worth the price of freedom. Mr. Henry did not fear man who destroyed body. He feared God who could destroy body and soul. Patrick Henry was man who is model of liberty or death, exhibited bravery and patriotism, and he became the voice of the revolution. Mr. President, no man thinks more highly than I do of patriotism, as well as the abilities of the very worthy gentlemen who have just addressed the House. But different men often see the same subject in different lights, and therefore I hope it will not be thought disrespectful to those gentlemen if entertaining aside opinions of a character very opposite to theirs. I shall speak forth my sentiment freely and without reserve. This is no time for ceremony. The question before the House is one of vocal moment to this country. For my own part, I consider it nothing less than a question of freedom or slavery. And in proportion to the magnitude of the subject ought to be the freedom of debate. It is only in this way that we can hope to arrive at truth and fulfill the great responsibility which we hold to God and our country. Should I keep back my opinion such a time, through fear of giving offense? I should consider myself as guilty treason towards my country, and of an act of disloyalty towards the majesty of heaven which I revere above all earthly kings. Mr. President, it is natural to man to indulge the illusions of hope. We are apt to shut our eyes against painful truth and listen to the song of that siren till she transforms us into beasts. Is this the part of wise men, engaged in the great and arduous struggle of liberty? Are we disposed to be the number of those who having eyes see not, having ears hear not? The things which so nearly concern their temporal salvation? For my own part, whatever anguish of spirit may cause, I am willing to know the whole truth, to know the worst and provide for it. They tell us, sir, that we are weak, unable to cope with so formidable an adversary. But when shall we be stronger? Will it be the next week? Will it be the next year? Will it be when we are totally disarmed and when a British guard shall be stationed in every house? Shall we gather strength by irresolution and inaction? Shall we acquire the effectual means of resistance by lying supinely our back and hugging the delusive phantom of hope until our enemy shall bound us hand and foot? No, sir. We are not weak if we make proper use of those means which the God of nature hath placed in our power. 3 millions of people, armed in holy cause of liberty, and in such a country as that which we possess, are invisible by any force which our enemy can send against us. Besides, sir, we shall not fight our battle alone. There is just God who presides over the destinies of nations, and who will raise up friends to fight our battles for us. The battle, sir, is not the strong alone. It is the vigilant, the active, the brave. Besides, sir, we have no election. If we were base enough to desire it, it is now too late to retire for the contest. There is no retreat but in submission of slavery. Our chains are forged. Their clanking may be heard in the plains of Boston. The war is inevitable, and let it come. I repeat, sir, let it come. It is in vain, sir, to extenuate the matter. Gentlemen may cry, peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war is actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring our ears a clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in field. Why stand we here idle? What is that gentleman's wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chain and slavery? Forbid it! Almighty God, I know not what course other may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death.